Oi! Welcome to the FU, and this is the Not So Grandstand podcast. And then today, the Prem is over. Sad.
Thank goodness.
Certain leagues are finished.
It's just Serie A and League 1.
Atalanta.
So yeah.
Secure the bag.
Champions League soon, but before Champions League, Europa League, and a possibility of Mkhitaryan.
No,
Actually, it's not a possibility.
It's definitely
It's definite that he won't be playing for Arsenal in the Europa League final against Chelsea.
Why? What happened?
In Baku because of war issues.
Yeah.
Because he's from
Armenia.
And Baku and the Azerbaijan people. Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
Him and the Azerbaijan.
Yeah. Politics.
Basically,
Yeah.
They don't.
So what? He's back home.
He won't go because he doesn't feel safe to play, which is a big issue for me. I feel like a player should be allowed to play in a final. You should feel safe to play in a final.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter even if he was going to be on the bench, even if he was, the star player, just as long as he's in the team and it's a European final.
yes.
He should feel comfortable to play.
And then the other thing is, why aren't us not doing anything about it first and foremost?
I think they tried, but
Do you think they tried?
I think they tried.
I don't think they did.
Okay, but what do you want them to try?
Is a risk worth it?
Prote-
It's really not. If you feel in danger.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Totally not
I'm
worth
sure
it.
they tried. They
Yeah.
said, okay, we'll get private security and all this blah blah blah.
yeah.
But it's up to him.
Yeah.
He wouldn't feel safe.
I mean, ultimately.
So
Yeah,
what
but
do you want them to do?
But
though?
then there's your club can do a lot. Though. They can protest or boycott playing there.
Yeah.
Because
Dude,
They could have done that.
they could have done that.
wait.
Any club can do that.
Yeah.
You understand?
Are you going
They
to
can't
boycott?
sanction you.
European final.
Yeah,
be
dog, it's
sanctioned.
fine, dog, because then look, I'd rather
You need to
dog,
zoom in your face.
look,
for that.
it's those things where it's like now football should it's like
Overcome something.
overcome that, bro.
That's the whole
Because
message,
like now it's like the whole thing of racism. You understand?
Yeah,
Remember what Harry Kane said? It's like if we go to a place and the ref or the other fans don't protect us or help us,
Yeah.
and people are being racist towards us, I'm gonna take my team off of the field because it's just more than right now at this point. We don't care about the money in football. We care about humans. You understand?
So it's
And
more
where
important.
you understand?
match
So I'm
than
saying,
football.
Yeah.
so I'm saying the club could have protested or boycotted the thing. Yes, they did appeal away sharp, and they're like, no, you can't play, and then you stop there.
What I say, I think what they're saying is it's too big an occasion, right? You can't just boycott it. I mean, they did protest it. Mkhitaryan protested. Even rival managers were speaking about it. Like Jurgen Klopp spoke about
Yeah.
it. And
A bunch of managers.
yeah, a bunch of managers. They'll
Yeah.
come at you like, hey, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, this is a final that's happening thousands of miles away for teams that are barely hundreds of miles separated. Like,
Yeah.
it
So I
doesn't make
guess
sense.
what you say
Yeah.
is it's bigger than that. But I think even bigger than that is the message that's being sent. That if you do something bad enough, or if you can really affect something as big as the Champions League, or rather the Europa League, but whatever other reasons outside of football. So the message being sent is in the future, I don't know what else. This might encourage different kind of things outside of that as well in the future.
Okay.
Because you know how
Gents, I'm sorry. I'm an Arsenal fan, but I don't know what the hell is going on. What happened? What's going on with Mkhitaryan?
It doesn't feel safe to play in
just
Azerbaijan
explained.
because of
No, you
political
didn't.
issues.
You didn't. Yo, jump straight to it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
telling
get
you, it doesn't feel safe
what
to
war.
play in Azerbaijan because of political issues.
Or they playing there for the final.
Yeah,
Yeah, and these nationalities are Armenian.
yeah. So Armenians and
So he's
Azerbaijani.
not allowed.
It's
No,
not allowed.
it's
He
just-
doesn't
So
feel safe.
he's from Armenia. The final is happening in Azerbaijan. There's political in Baku, which is a city or
Yeah.
whatever in
Yeah.
Azerbaijan.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of political issues, he doesn't feel safe going into that country at all.
Does he know he's not safe? Or
no,
he feels
and
like
then
he's not safe?
and then they tried. He said he wants to play,
Yeah.
but then FIFA, UEFA was like, no, you can't play.
Because that would be
now
a bad look for FIFA.
there'll
if
be a
something
bad look.
happened, yeah.
Didn't
Something
he?
on us.
I think he chose not to go.
Yeah, he chose not.
He
to.
chose not to
After
go.
what happened, after they were like, no, there's gonna be issues and what.
It's the same
You see what
thing
I'm
with
saying?
like
Who's gonna say I don't wanna play in the Europa League final?
If you don't feel
if you don't
safe,
feel
you
safe,
wouldn't
don't.
go.
After they were like, no, understand?
honestly, I have no idea. I haven't read anything about
Yeah.
it.
Okay, aware. But then I agree with what Julius is saying. It's like if it's a bigger stage, like a final, and certain people or activists are like, hey, yo, let's do this, whatever.
You know, let me just speak as though I'm Tino. Someone took a check from UEFA. I don't know this for sure, but someone took a check.
Where did that come from?
Someone took a check. That's the reason why they don't want to move the final from Baku to anywhere else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They could have moved it to
anywhere
Wembley
else.
and it'll be fine.
Yeah, because
And
the
you
thing
know,
is,
they're only giving 6,000 tickets
to Arsenal and Chelsea.
Yeah.
fans, even though the stadium is like what 66,000 capacity. That's nonsense.
That whole situation seems
That is
dodgy, bro.
nonsense.
I wouldn't feel comfortable.
Exactly.
If I was a player, I wouldn't feel comfortable.
Exactly. Someone took a check there.
Yeah.
And if this was happening to Lionel Messi, Ronaldo, you know, one of them big players,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be a problem. They would have moved it. They would have
Nah,
moved it.
For one player. You think
Yeah,
so?
without
Yeah.
a doubt.
Wow.
If
For
it's
one
Messi,
big player like
it's
that.
Ronaldo, you want them to feel safe. Imagine Ronaldo says, I don't feel safe. They move in it. It doesn't matter if the World Cup, whatever, okay, not the World Cup, Europa Final, it's supposed to be at the Bernabeu. They're moving
Big
it.
difference.
I know it is.
Yeah.
It's not that big a difference. It's a final.
We're not gonna debate that.
Yeah,
I'm about to go
Okay,
in now.
yeah. I obviously would have lost. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's a big player, I feel like they'll move it. But because it's Mkhitaryan, it's the Europa final, they feel like they can just
Yeah, I
push
agree with
people
that.
around.
I
And
agree
like,
big player.
Yeah.
that big player.
Listen, I feel like, you know how UEFA is always like, no to racism.
Yeah. All the
save-
initiatives. Yeah.
all the initiatives, you know, like save the
Gender
children in-
equality.
in
Yeah.
Africa, gender equality, whatever.
Yeah.
I think like then stand for those things. So now why are you gonna have a final at a place where they're promoting or standing for things that you're against, which is war, right? And the thing of football is bringing unity.
But the thing is,
And then-
it's very hard, difficult, and complicated when you start dealing with politics.
Yeah.
It's easy if it's racism. You just go, Sexism, you go, If it's anything like that, but when it comes with politics between countries, then it gets very difficult to deal with.
Quick question. How do they pick which country? I mean, which city? Hosts it?
Yeah.
It's
take a
a-
check.
Balls.
One
Is it
balls.
like that, or do the different areas sort of appeal? I mean, China.
I really don't.
I don't know how
They
it
claim,
goes.
oh, it should happen here.
But it's random. And the thing is,
it?
it was chosen a while.
A
Isn't
while
it
ago.
chosen at the
Yeah.
beginning?
No,
so
my
it's
whole
like,
point was going to be if it is a sort of thing where you give the reasons why it should be hosted where you are, then it should. If that's the way it was done, then it should have never been.
Well, the thing
Because
is,
you would have known.
there was
Yeah,
probably
but-
one Armenian player
Yeah.
in the entire Europa League.
Not too many.
Do you feel that it's not worth it?
No, it's
not worth
just that wasn't a factor really going
But
into
to me,
that.
it's more so the fact that he doesn't feel safe in that environment. And like I said, as a player personally, with the whole situation, with 6,000 fans, and
Yeah, 6,000
and I
for each
understand that means because they want the local people getting a view on. All of it just doesn't seem safe to me. As a player, I don't know if I'd want to participate. You know,
Yeah.
especially being in a country like that with its issues as well. I don't know if this
And
is the
political wars can get very.
yeah, it started off. I mean,
Those get
that's a great stage. I mean, I've got anxiety. That's a fantastic stage to, do something. God forbid.
Might
touch
even
wood.
bomb the stadium. Who knows?
Yo, they tried to do that in France.
What?
Why would they not try to do
Bomb
that
in
in
the stadium.
Azerbaijan?
Oh yeah, you see.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great point. Why wouldn't they? If I'm sitting there and that's what I do for a living,
Yeah,
that's a great place to start. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But I hear the idea, like to say it's only one Armenian player. If they get to the final, I think we just not let him play,
Yeah.
rather than move
Yeah.
the whole venue. But then, how do they decide? Because in a year when there's a new stadium, the final's going to be in the new stadium. So maybe it's not warm bowls. Maybe it's just like
Checks.
Yeah, no, checks, checks. They took a
Without
check.
doubt, there's chicks. I mean, I don't think that's deniable.
I don't have the energy for that.
Without a doubt, there's chicks. Money makes the world go round, as they say.
Chicks. Doesn't matter whether Mkhitaryan is safe or not.
was
Speaking
dark.
of money makes the world go round, good
Yeah.
segue into the old lady. Chelsea have
Segue.
paid Antonio Conte his 9 million.
You guys have paid
98 million.
it's 93 or something
Ouch.
Yeah,
To
manage
s-
the compensation.
compensation to sacked managers since
Yeah.
2004.
Like Mourinho as well.
Oh my god.
Mourinho's got
Nice.
he's gotten
Nice.
it's 2 separate times. 23 million the first time, and then 9 million or 7 million the second time.
The thing is,
Wow.
that's crazy money in
free
compensation.
No, that's crazy money. Closer to Pogba signing. But that is crazy money. But like, if you think about it, we've made it up.
Yeah.
We won.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, but like it's
But either way,
you would have
it's
made
still
that
taken
money
away from-
anyway.
It's still an expense, like a big
It's still
expense.
93 million that didn't really need to happen.
Yes, that's true.
And
So I don't understand why these things happen, man. It's not cool, you know.
But it's down to what him leaving, us having him leave earlier than before his contract ended.
in the way. No, yes,
'Cause we
we sacked him, and then there were things like.
But his character, we attacked his character, I suppose.
No, there were things
Really
like
use that
we
word.
sacked him in a way where now he lost job opportunities.
Okay,
In the season where he lost job opportunities because if we had sacked him earlier, he would have been open for those other job opportunities.
What,
But
that's
then
Chelsea's
after
fault?
we had sacked him, he was closed.
It's because they choose when they sack
I
him.
mean, is that a real thing though? Like, there would have been opportunities.
Okay, well, yeah, obviously
know.
not really, and obviously Jose Mourinho, whoever it was, isn't really hurt by that. But it's
Conte.
well, yeah, Conte.
yeah,
but like he's fine. He's at Inter now. He got 9 million. He's living life.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won out of all
Yeah,
of
he
this,
won, he
but,
won.
you know.
But it's bad for the club, you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way they're running things, you understand? It's not good.
I wanted to ask you guys about that. I know there's certain Chelsea fans who get excited by this sacking culture because Chelsea thrives on
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
But like, do you guys like it or do you disagree with it? Because I don't agree with it. I think sometimes you have to let a manager.
Get into their stride.
Yes,
you know?
here's
It
my
depends.
here's my opinion on it. In the past few years, there's been a complete disconnect between how the club is run and the first team in a sense. When we have players in the youth teams, they play a certain style, they've got a certain ideology behind the way that they play, and usually the first team, and I think this is down to the board, because this is where it all starts. If you sign a Conte or Mourinho, and the way that they play, their style of play, you'll never match the players in the first. I mean, the players will. What was the point? What was my point in all of this? What was the question?
The philosophy of the youth and the managers that they bring in.
But what was your question? Sorry, my bad.
Yeah,
the second culture.
Second-
Oh yeah,
culture.
the second culture. It's always going to end up that way when you sign players who are different to the style of play. And at the end of I think Mourinho and Conte, both of them ended up in the end. They couldn't. I mean, there was all sorts of trouble behind the scenes, right? Yeah. And I think there's just a huge disconnect. My whole point is there's a huge disconnect, and that's always going to happen. So no, I don't agree with it, but I think it was necessary. And for the first time now, we've got Sarri, and his system and ideology. His system and ideology goes with the players that we have. So under this circumstance, he should stay on. I don't think it was possible for Mourinho and Conte to stay on, given how everything is completely disconnected. That's
Okay, so I know there are other Chelsea fans who are looking for Conte to get sacked. They're waiting for it.
yeah.
Like, there's that
So
rumor.
Sorry.
I mean, sorry. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Sorry.
They're like, if,
Big difference.
they're like, if Sarri gets sacked, you bring in Frank Lampard. This is a legend now,
Yeah.
right?
In
You guys-
football, not in management.
Yeah, in football, but also a Chelsea legend, specifically Chelsea.
Fine.
Are you guys willing to disrespect one of your own like that?
Also,
By
hold
bringing
on.
them
This
in?
this sort of goes with Allegri being sacked and the new Juventus manager,
I was gonna go
because
there.
that
I was
also
gonna
would
go
have
there.
an effect on it.
Yeah,
If he goes to Juventus, if Sarri goes to Juventus, does Mourinho go to Juventus? Conte
Conte-
went to Inter. I'm pretty sure they've
It's
already
about to,
agreed,
yeah.
and
It's
that's
about
official.
to, but it's not official yet.
So yeah, it's basically it still
You can
can
pass the
happen.
medical and then decide not to go.
So it's still possible that he is the Juventus manager. So
Who's sorry?
I mean Inter. You mean Inter?
no, Conte.
Sorry.
It's still possible that he'd be the new
okay.
Juventus manager.
Yeah.
He's likely going to be the Inter manager, but it's still possible the new Juventus manager. So there's
Claudio Ranieri and Pochettino.
Pep Guardiola.
Laurent Blanc.
Ranieri.
Yeah, I wouldn't do Ranieri anymore. He didn't do great at Roma.
But he didn't go there to do great. He just went there to stabilize the ship.
I'm pretty sure he went there to do great.
No, you know his deal was just till the end of this season.
Yeah, it was a 6-month thing,
So
but
it's
still.
just to stabilize the ship and
Correction.
then leave.
Okay, so your point is
The question you
Your
asked
question.
Yeah.
was the whole is the sacking system okay?
Yeah.
Do you like it? I I mean, especially because it works. You can't
Yeah,
argue
that's the
against
thing.
that.
It works for
Can't
you
argue
guys,
against
but then it works for like 2 years. Then you have a bad.
That's
year.
why we have an up and down situation
Yeah.
going on.
So now you have Frank
Roller
Lampard.
coaster.
The
Long
thing is-
term, it doesn't work.
The thing is, bro, how many good managers in the world are they gonna be that we're gonna go through?
You're finishing
lot.
them
We're
all.
finishing them
though.
all.
You're finishing them all.
We're finishing them all. You understand?
Yeah.
And it's not good. But I don't like the second culture thing. Man.
Yeah.
But with Conte, bro, he deserved it, bro. His second season, he deserved it, bro.
But guys, I think there's also a problem at Chelsea with the players. Not exactly because
It's because the second culture is now just in the club. So it's
Yeah.
like, I'm a little bit unhappy.
You're right.
Just sack him.
you can't say Mourinho's that bad at man management. This is a guy you've heard his you've heard his players.
He's not. Though.
You've
He's
heard
not,
his
he's not,
players
he's
like
not,
John
he's not.
Terry, Drogba, Lampard.
not.
They'll speak highly of him.
Yeah, and
It's
as
not.
well as the interplayers.
This
as
is
well.
yeah.
I'd say he's good at 80% of man management.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It's either yes or
Yeah,
no.
I feel like that's got. Now in that case, I mean, we shouldn't go into the whole Paul Pogba and United with Mourinho.
It's also clearly a
But-
deeper problem at
I
United.
think there is a deeper problem at United.
I won't argue with that.
Guys,
Yeah.
you're a leader. It's not a leader, man.
Wait, are you going to talk about them?
Yeah,
Who's our leader?
your leaders. Your leaders.
Say-
They're not leaders. Pogba is a leader when you're winning.
Ashley Young is the leader. Man.
United don't have
He
one
dies
leader
for
there.
his team.
I think when you're winning, Pogba is a great leader.
Yeah.
When you're losing, he's a terrible leader, and that's when you end up having.
That's why he could fit in at Barcelona.
Yeah, that's when he becomes a virus and everything.
McTominay is the only one who always has a great attitude.
Right, exactly.
Okay, I'll continue.
So
Captain.
they still turn on Mourinho. Despite, everyone will tell you, everyone who was there at Chelsea the first time when Mourinho was there, they'll tell you how great Mourinho was. This man would hide in a laundry basket just so he could meet his players when he has a band. That's hectic.
Yeah.
That's serious.
That's some
And
serious
somehow those guys still turned on him, just as they turned on every other manager.
Yeah.
So maybe they are the problems and not they.
But that's a bigger issue. That's besides Chelsea, as he said. The same
Yeah,
thing happened
same
at
thing at
United.
United.
That's the whole player power
Player
power,
dynamic
yeah.
that
Kepa.
Mourinho was talking about. Anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, as he says, Kepa.
Kepa.
It's that's beyond Chelsea. It's-
Apparently he's going to be on the new Football Manager cover.
I saw that. Hi guys.
I don't.
It's something.
The second time, I don't understand why they turned on the guy. You know,
Yeah.
it started off with the Hazard situation. I feel like
Wait, the second time why they turned on Mourinho.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's my bad.
Wasn't that 'cause you
that's
guys-
literally my whole point when I was talking randomly just now. My whole point was when Mourinho came to Chelsea with his tactics and the way that he want. I remember he turned Oscar into a defensive midfielder.
He wanted Loftus-Cheek.
He wanted Loftus-Cheek to be a
deep lying
striker or deep lying
yeah.
midfielder. And my whole point was with all of that, the whole philosophy thing was the team that we had was always going to turn against him because his tactics weren't suited for the team that we had. That was my whole point when I just
But then
rambled
it
off.
doesn't make sense as well what you're saying because when he came,
Who, Mourinho?
when he came, he built a squad, knowing that these are my tactics. He bought Fabregas, he bought Diego Costa,
Luis.
brought back, no, not Luis. Luis was Conte. He bought Schürrle.
No, but
And
Luis
we
was
did- Luis left in 2013,
before Mourinho came the second
the second
time.
time, and then he came when Conte
Yeah.
came back. So it's like
Would you say that Schürrle was a Mourinho signing? Would you not say that he
The
made a
board.
mistake? No, yeah,
Mistake.
because
I would say Schürrle
do you
was a
see
bad
Schürrle
signing.
as the kind of signing Mourinho would want?
But wasn't he good at Chelsea?
No, I mean,
He was
My
fine,
point
yeah.
isn't.
I
think
my
he's a good
point.
player, but
My
wasn't
point
good at
isn't
Chelsea.
about being a good player. My point is Jose loves the Williams of the world. That's like
Yeah.
his perfect
Yeah.
player. Schürrle isn't that.
Yeah.
So I'd suggest that wasn't a Mourinho signing.
Yeah.
Same with
Again.
Oscar. I don't necessarily think he wanted
Yeah.
Oscar. Oscar
didn't
was-
want Oscar,
Yeah.
he didn't want Oscar.
And again, so all those players would turn on him because they're not the players he wanted. Yeah, that's what I'd say.
yeah, that's true because certain players were there before he came back, like Oscar Mata. You understand?
Shades.
Whereas
Well
like
said.
they still performed,
Yeah.
but not to their fullest ability.
Yeah.
You understand? Because him, Hazard, and Mata, whatever, the season before, they were the Three Musketeers.
Yeah, it's
Remember
still
that whole-
quality.
You understand? They were
Yeah,
still
you-
performing,
Yeah.
but they were in the pecking order because Fabregas was the. They were building a team around him. If you think up, if you remember properly, you understand? Where it's like, hey, Matic, come help this guy, free road. Diego Costa, help this guy. you're gonna get the balls from this guy.
There you
You
go.
understand?
There you go.
Whereas like you guys, I don't need you. You guys are soft. You don't have experience. One,
Didn't
two,
he
three.
bench Hazard as well at some point?
Yeah. That
Just-
was the second time. That was
yeah.
the second. So I'm saying like now, what was my point?
These are Chelsea supporters. Okay.
So I'm saying now the second time where he's like, okay, we've won, whatever, and then I don't understand how it went wrong, to be honest, because like now, I don't know, dog. I think it was just the team as a whole, including him and the player performances, you know, because him blasting players, where Hazard is like, this man is gonna blast me, you guys are not gonna stand for me, because remember there was that incident where like, hey, Hazard, we're losing, you're supposed to carry us now. And go and score a goal, but you fake an injury.
He wasn't, but
you see, okay, that's what Mourinho said.
that's what.
He's like, yeah, Baba, stand up.
Your man was hurt.
Soccer, stand up. You understand?
Yeah.
Hazard is like, but you know, you're supposed to be there for me. I'm crying. You know? I'm
crying.
You know, Mourinho's like, no, Baba, it's the first 3 games of the season.
In
You
those
can't.
exact words he said.
Yeah.
Betraying my work. That's my favorite Mourinho quote.
You understand? It's like even when said the physio.
Oh, yeah, got rid of
Remember
yeah.
that whole situation.
She's
So
a
it's like
rugby-
now you're fighting this lady, you're fighting Hazard. Then the chants are like, Mourinho, that's not now.
She was the only physio that everyone knew about.
We love
Even
her.
before that.
And
Just
she's
because it was a
a
chick.
She's involved in rugby now, sir. Well
see,
done to her.
I'm happy. Yeah, she bounced back well, man.
You see, and then it's like
That
we
bread.
now the club now doesn't back her up.
Yeah.
Mourinho doesn't get the results after he sacked her.
Yeah.
So it's like Mourinho.
Yeah,
She was the gel in the team.
I don't know.
man. With your team, I don't know how it keeps happening.
With Mourinho.
Mourinho, Conte.
Abramovich, dog.
Maybe
It's
it is
Abramovich.
him.
It is.
It's definitely him, dog, because now he wants to be involved in these things where it's like, you impressed me, nice. But now, continue. But
Yeah, I heard he
you're not doing
doesn't like Surrey.
Yeah, he
He
doesn't
doesn't.
spoken.
He doesn't have patience at all.
it. You know, yeah, it's that.
So
I
with
understand.
all these managers that have left and might leave, and the Juventus job being open, who do you say is favorite for it? Don't look
For
at
the
the
Juventus job,
Yeah, I know we're
Who's best
who's
for
you?
it or
Who's the
favorite for
like
it?
most likely to get the job, or who do Juventus
Yeah.
want most?
no. Who's most likely to get the job in your mind?
Who's the
Who? It'll be like
the coach as well.
just dream signing in the realistic, but with the manager for
Yeah.
Juve.
Well, the thing is, I think Juve would probably want Pep. Anyone would want Pep.
Not me.
Yeah, they're not getting
Not
him.
me.
They're not getting him. It doesn't matter.
Well, the thing is, they might. There's been like,
No,
He's come out himself and said-
yeah, I
He's
saw
come out
that,
and
but
wanted
also then there's been things even after that about him doing things, so that still could happen as well.
Nah, I think
Because
I'll
you know when
believe-
people say things, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it does.
Certain snakes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Certain ones.
Certain snakes.
So then he
think- I
could be
think-
one of those. Just we haven't discovered it yet.
No, I think I believe him when he said that. I don't think he didn't have to say it. So,
Yeah, I believe him
I
as
mean,
well.
he just wouldn't say anything. I think he wants to win the Champions League at City.
Yeah.
That's still something to do. He's got
Yeah,
a good
but-
team. There's no reason to just up and go to Juventus. I don't think it.
But imagine if Juventus are like, hey,
And then
And
City
you know
will
they
be like,
have. They have.
Yeah,
This
but
stack-
City,
We'll leave for money.
They
No.
stack
I'm
it
just
very
saying,
much.
It's cheating to have that. They just have.
so I'm just. It could happen. It's
Of
football.
course, it could happen. Yeah, you know. But if you're talking about,
Because you know that man is gonna want to say have on his resume managed and won a Champions League with Messi and Ronaldo.
Well, maybe.
That'd be impressive. Wow.
Lost the UEFA Cup against Liverpool though.
And that's all that.
No one cares though.
Listen, I think who's best or who's favorite for the Juve position.
Okay, who's best?
I would have
Let's
said
just say who's best.
I would have said Conte, but it looks like he's going to Inter now.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say maybe Mourinho. I think Ronaldo said he wants Mourinho there as well.
I mean, he's won with Mourinho.
Mourinho is an
Mourinho
incredible
knows how to
manager.
win.
Yeah.
Despite how the Man United season went.
Yo, that man's gonna ruin Dybala. That man's gonna get him
Everywhere
straight
he
out.
goes, he
I won't
wins.
ruin Dybala. He's already washed out. Bro.
That's what I'm saying. He's not gonna like. He's just gonna say.
Who's washed up?
Listen,
Dybala.
Yeah, playing games.
You can't ruin a run player.
do you know Dybala this season?
That guy's got
Wow, James.
guys. You know.
One season, next thing is washed out.
No, let's compare.
Yeah,
He has
but
5
because
goals.
now you have Ronaldo playing with you, dog.
Guys,
That's
this
when you
is
start
what
to
that
perform.
What does that
Football
mean?
is tough,
Next thing,
man.
you're the greatest player in the world because you're playing with Ronaldo.
5 goals.
What?
No, he said he's washed up.
5 goals.
Ah, come on.
5 goals.
5 goals.
Stats,
5.
statistics.
The centre
Acting
back
as if he's been banging goals.
Yeah, last
Yes.
season he had like 20, 21.
He's
much.
regularly getting over 10 in assists and
They
goals.
got like 20 last year.
Dybala.
And now he just went straight to 5. 5.
That's a big
Right. And it's not like Benzema. Benzema also got 5, but Benzema was contributing.
for the team.
Yeah, and the
He
thing is,
wasn't being dropped.
when he plays, he looks
well.
bad. He always gets taken off.
But I imagine they'd rather play the
Maybe he's
kid.
going through
I
something.
don't even want to say the kid's name because apparently they're like 20
Everybody
different
goes through something.
pronunciations.
Oh,
Moise
Moiskin.
Kean.
Moses Kin.
Moses Kim.
Moses Ken.
Yeah, that guy.
That man, when you'd rather pick
Yeah,
that
boy.
guy because he's giving you more than
Yeah.
Dybala's giving you. There's a problem.
So this season, for this entire season, Dybala has been washed out and looks pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Like Bernadeschi's looked a lot better than that man.
He came out of nowhere. That man.
Yeah, I came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and Dybala's gone into nowhere.
I sent that man to
Some club is gonna sign him.
With Dybala.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, his-
That's yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
good for him, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Mourinho would be perfect. But
I
like,
agree.
I'm biased towards Mourinho. I really like
I
Mourinho.
also like him.
I really
also
like
like
Mourinho. Despite,
Oh, wow.
I might
also
hate on
like
him. I might hate on him from a distance because of the clubs he's managed. But like, truly, I love Mourinho.
Okay.
That's a really good manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
At Juve, I think it's an easy job, to be honest. He's going to win the league.
It's easy
Whoever
for
it is.
that. So then you can't. It's
But
hard
now it's
to.
gonna be. It's
But-
becoming difficult for the league.
They were still
Okay, I
a
wouldn't say
lot
it's
of points
becoming
ahead.
difficult, but it's becoming competitive.
Yeah.
Competitive in the number 3 to number 6 region.
Yeah, no,
but not-
Juve was still win it.
Because the thing is, it's hard to now fail as a Juventus manager.
Yeah.
Because
But we're
not winning the Champions League, then it's like, it's the Champions League, it's
The thing is,
difficult.
I
But
think
that's
it's
the-
getting difficult. Here's why. Ne?
To win
First
the
of
league.
all, it's going to become difficult now. Ne? I'm not saying the next manager is going to struggle or whatever. Ne? Look, the league is becoming competitive. Ne? First and foremost, the other clubs are coming. They're doing stuff. Ne?
Yeah.
Where? Chiellini is getting old.
Wait, you didn't see what the other clubs are doing besides. What stuff are they doing?
No, they're
They're getting new kits. Everyone does that.
no, but like
What are they
they're
doing
becoming
specific?
stronger at least.
How?
Let me put it like that.
The thing is-
getting stronger.
You can't disagree that they're getting stronger.
Who's gotten stronger?
Every,
I can't disagree because I don't know.
Okay,
all
okay,
get
look,
stronger.
look.
Napoli
look at,
got
look
weaker.
At, look at last
And
season.
they're the only one who's competing.
Look at last season, right? Roma were fourth. Something. I don't know. They were fourth, right? Let's say they were fourth. Look now, they're sixth.
Because they lost.
Yeah, but the
look
thing
at-
is,
look
they
at-
can
look
Who
at-
is the goalkeeper?
They can still finish third though, or not third. Because they can still finish
they can
third.
finish third.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The league is
He's
not
gone.
over now.
He's
But
gone.
like
He's
now,
playing midfield now.
but like
Goal
now,
and
what I'm
he's
trying to
gone.
say is like we're not only looking at 3 teams in Serie A that are like, okay, we know it's Juve and then it's either going to be Lazio, Napoli. No.
The thing is, the title is still it's
Yeah,
Juve, and then
I'm not
And then, yeah.
six or
I'm
seven.
not saying that's not true. I'm still agreeing with you. But I'm like, hey, yo, look at the 6 and 7. That means the league is stronger. It's becoming better and more
That's
competitive.
accurate to say
Yeah.
the league's stronger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
Wait,
saying. So
what I'm
why-
saying
why
is,
do
I
you
feel like
agree?
they're competing more amongst themselves than with.
Then
Then,
who's
yeah,
Juve?
so that's what I'm saying. Juve,
But then
they're still
look,
pretty much
it
guaranteed
still
to
does
win the
not
title.
it still does not mean, hey, yo, these teams are not going to beat Juve. They'll beat you.
But
Yeah,
it's not like the Prem.
That's
You know
nice.
the Prem, anything is possible.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's
the
the
thing
thing.
is, Juve will still likely win the title. If not, it's a massive upset.
Yeah.
Yes, and here's why I'm thinking it can be an upset. Because those guys, hey, anyone can, hey, gents. And then secondly,
Yeah,
listen,
that would be nice.
yeah, and then look, Bazagli retired, bro. Don't you think he was the charm in the team? We don't know. I'm joking, but we don't know. But that man, okay, gents, Bazagli,
The thing is, Mourinho loves those old gents.
Yeah,
Mourinho's going to
but-
but
but-
with Bonucci and Chiellini at the back.
Yeah.
Baz,
Gonna get nothing.
he won't dominate.
Aaron
He might not
Ramsey in the
dominate. Listen,
midfield.
Gents,
That's a Mourinho player right there.
gents, calm, ne?
Industry.
Bazagli is retiring, dog. Daniel Rugani had potential from long ago, but he was being benched by this old man.
He wasn't being benched. They were benching together.
Aware, but then who would get more game time?
Oh, you know that man is so experienced. Yeah? And it's, at the end of the game, you want someone to come in with that experience. That's why Lovren will come in for Liverpool. You want,
Yeah.
you want to think, yo, let me send some
Best
kid.
been in the
Yeah, when you're putting
Yeah.
on a defender as a substitute, you don't go and put on the young kid Because you're adding you want to
that's
stabilize
true.
it.
But then if you're benching Chiellini for a big game, who do you put in? You're gonna be like, hey, let me put in Rugani. But no, you put in Bazagli.
Why are you benching Chiellini in a big game?
No. For you saving him for this easier game so that he can play in the big game. That's what they were doing this season.
So you're benching him in the easier games, not in the big games.
Yeah, not in the big games.
Oh, wait.
Away. That's what has been happening this season. Or am I lying?
You're lying.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, maybe Bazagli was the charm in the team. You don't know.
No, I know that guy. He's a winner. Even when he was in Germany, he was.
Yeah, dog. You understand?
Yeah.
So now, first of all, Mourinho does not like weak defenders. Rugani is weak.
He's like a Lindelof.
He's 25 now.
That's too
24.
young. For an Italian defender.
Dog. Because they have not made a good generation of Italian defenders, dog. No.
Yeah, because the first generation played for like 15 years.
Yeah,
dog. So now it's like, dog, you know. Yeah. But in this modern age where people are developing much quicker, getting game time much quicker.
Yeah.
Like,
You start falling behind. Yeah.
But I hear what you're saying for an Italian defender. That's because Chiellini and those guys, bro, it took time for them to get recognized.
Yeah.
And Bazagli as well.
Yeah,
Bazagli. Because like Cannavaro, Maldini, and Maldini.
Nesta.
Maldini. Oh, but Maldini is a special
Maldini
case.
times 2.
Maldini started playing first team football as a teenager and retired after the age of 40. So
what I'm saying is like
that man,
bro.
The goat.
Okay. Shut out. Look, Chiellini is getting old.
I don't know about all that.
Chiellini is old, nah?
He's like 32, 33.
But he was benching during the season. He was not playing a lot of games, because I don't know. But,
I wouldn't say that.
He wasn't benching, but he was missing some games. Understand? And I don't understand why.
Yeah.
You know, like okay, sharp. And then look, Ronaldo's not getting any younger, bro.
But he's Ronaldo.
But he's Ronaldo, but he's not getting younger.
But we'll see. We'll see with Ronaldo.
Maybe next season he might just boom and be a 24-year-old out of nowhere.
Ronaldo just didn't.
He has the physical thing of a 23-year-old. Why are you trying to age him like that?
Let's be honest.
That's disrespectful.
Age doesn't matter. He'll just convert into a center.
Quagliarella's 36 now.
And guys, let's be honest. Ronaldo this season, in terms of playing, not scoring and everything, played better than he did last year in Madrid.
Yeah.
Even the year before. Playing. He was...
How about last year UEFA, Ronaldo?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, not in the Champions League.
Doing like the most important things. But
except
like,
in
terms of playing. Ronaldo would play this season. So next year...
The thing is, Ronaldo, you can't. It's just like saying Messi's not getting any younger. It's still Ronaldo and Messi.
That's what we're doing here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Apologize now.
Put some respect on his name.
Apologize, but it's football.
It's only disrespect. Let's say his name.
Pjanic might leave.
Rashford.
And he's their creative juices in the squad. You understand?
Juventus.
But Aaron Ramsey.
Yeah.
He's not the same, but he's still adding something.
Ramsey doesn't usually get a lot of assists.
But he still adds to the squad.
And what he does
adds to the squad when he's playing. When he's not playing.
And what he does.
And how many times this season does Ramsey play?
He's like Sergio Busquets, though.
Because Mourinho will bench you because you're injured. Like, you were injured, now you're fit, bench. Just because you're injured when I needed you.
Yeah, but it's a new club, you don't know.
It's because of the club. That injuries will
also
stop.
Also a different type of league. No, it's not as physical as the Prem. It's not as physical.
But some injuries weren't because of.
Yeah, I'm just saying. In a league that's not as physical, you could still play. Think about why do you think all these old men managed to?
I'm saying Mourinho will bench you just because you weren't fit when he needed you.
Wait, what happens if Mourinho does not take over?
No, I'm talking about him.
If Mourinho doesn't take over, then Ramsey is crushing.
Okay, let's go with
that. Ramsey's still crushing.
Doesn't take over, who would it be? I doubt it'll be Sarri.
That's if he stays.
I think that Sarri will stay at Chelsea for another, at least until the end of his contract. That's what I suspect.
I hope that's the case.
I mean, I think he's passed every single test. He's got his third, 2 finals. I don't know what else he could have done besides that.
Could have won a final.
And he also said, he's like, hey, yo,
we'll see.
My playing style is similar to City's. Yeah. That's the direction he wants to take us.
Yeah.
So if someone is like, hey, yo, here's a blueprint. I'm the closest thing you can have to the blueprint.
Yeah.
What else don't you want?
Yeah.
I'd be such a fail for Chelsea to let him go and just start all over this whole thing.
And I think it would be stupid if they get Lampard now.
I
Yeah.
disagree with that.
It might not be
No, no,
stupid.
no,
It
no,
might
because-
not be- wait,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
hold
there's
on.
a point.
You wait.
I
I was still
disagree.
talking.
I
Okay,
disagree with that.
Respect Lampard. Respect
Yeah,
Lampard.
yeah.
Respect Lampard.
Yeah, I'll respect Lampard, but just relax. He's gone into his first year in his managerial career. First year. Done fantastic. Championship
Phenomenal.
playoff final. Might get into the Premier League. If he gets into the Premier League, or if he doesn't, let him stay there. Get some more experience in there. Because you know Chelsea, if he goes to Chelsea, he's going to do well in the first year, bad in the second year, and then he's gone.
Next thing is
Yes,
the
who?
manager.
Says
History is the
I
worst
don't
manager.
understand why we're just accepting that as
that's what
just
you guys
what's
do,
gonna
though.
happen.
Conte.
It's
No,
a
I'm just
possibility.
saying,
That's what we're saying.
It's a possibility that can happen
what
early
I'm
in his career.
That's
With-
Yeah, it's going to ruin it for you.
So it wouldn't be nice. You don't want Lampard to sort of be
time.
ruined at Chelsea.
Exactly. That
Then
was the
likely
time.
he'll continue his managerial career and get a second chance at Chelsea like Mourinho sometime. But I feel like why rush into it so
Yeah.
much?
I don't
I'd
necessarily
imagine-
say it's rushing. Because if you, let's compare to Zidane. What XP did he have before Real Madrid?
Yeah, actually, I was about to bring up that exact point.
Castilla.
What's
What do you mean, what's Castilla?
Probably equivalent to what
Okay,
Lampard's
no.
done at Derby.
No, let me just say,
That's what
Right?
that is.
with certain players they don't need. Because think about Pep, right?
Yeah,
even
think about
Pep, yeah,
Lampard.
even
Yeah,
Pep.
I want to just say,
it's the
certain
same thing as
players.
Pep.
Yeah.
Have you heard what other players have said?
you
Gaisca Mendieta once said Pep was an annoying man as a player. He'd be trying to have his lunch and Pep comes through talking about tactics. Dog, I want to eat. You know? Certain players are just supposed to be great managers because this is how they're set up. So maybe those guys, I'm not saying Lampard is not.
Yeah, we're
just
not
saying-
saying he's gonna
maybe
fail.
you also
Yeah,
didn't
maybe
hear
those
those
guys were a
things about
special
Lampard.
case. So, bro, someone would have said them. Did someone go to guys Mendieta
Yeah,
specifically to ask him?
Mourinho,
just
guy,
said-
who's Mourinho's right hand
What
man?
Mourinho
bruh.
say?
Yeah, who's Mourinho's man?
So Mourinho
bruh.
said,
okay,
just
let's go
I'm
with
trying to
it.
talk
But
about
like,
golf.
if you were okay, Mourinho, when he
You
like
know they had a great
instructions, I want
relationship.
instructions to go.
Yeah.
Who would he go to? Lampard and
JT.
JT, right? Because why? They understand him, bro. Like in terms of tactics.
Yeah, but do you guys
Yeah.
not think it would be good for Lampard and Terry, since he's Aston Villa, to get a little bit more experience before getting the Chelsea job?
No.
Because that's probably the dream job for Chelsea
Yeah.
fans, Chelsea players, and
Let them
them.
get that experience.
That's just the nice Chelsea reunion that everyone wants.
Okay, in my personal opinion, it would work perfectly. I think that with every other manager, the big difference is being usually when the fans turn on you, I think, or rather, the fans aren't as lenient to anybody else. I think Lampard would come in, he'd have all the time that he needs. Everybody would be working for him.
Yeah.
I think as soon as you have an issue with a player, everybody would
Pick up the
take
manager.
the manager's side. I think he'd be given more than enough time, and I think he's a good enough manager. I think if he came in now, he'd last another 10, 15 years. Of course, I'm being optimistic, because that's what
How
I'd love
would
to
he
see
do
him
it?
do that. But I don't see any reason. He hasn't showed it. He's a level-headed dude. He can relate with the players. He's just left the playing game as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I see everything going well for him coming
So
to
you
Chelsea.
pick Lampard
I don't
over
see
Sarri.
anything wrong.
I also
No, you
think
didn't say
I
that.
didn't
No.
say that. I said that it wouldn't be a
it
bad
would.
idea.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
now
think
I'm
it
posing
wouldn't.
a question.
Would I take what?
Sorry, you take Lampard over Sarri.
Not
Some,
necessarily.
at some stage, yeah.
That's
No,
That's why I'm
No,
saying.
if right
talk about
now,
this stage.
no, okay.
Yes, right now.
So the Lampard thing was under the circumstances.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if-
Sarri leaves. If
yeah.
not, then no.
If
I,
not.
I'm saying
I
if
wouldn't
Sarri
force
leaves,
Sarri out.
if Sarri leaves, I'd still get someone else over Lampard
yeah,
right now,
I wouldn't. Yeah.
just to give Lampard some time.
Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. If Klopp left right now, I would not want Steven Gerrard for the same reason why we're saying Lampard to Chelsea now would be a bad idea. It's the same thing with Arsenal at the beginning of the season before they got the
We wouldn't
manager.
score more goals.
And when did
Lampard's
Arteta?
team would.
Yeah, I think they're different.
Did Lampard's team score more goals than Rangers this year?
No, I'm saying if you were to take him, and he's
so dumb at it, guys.
and were to take him,
No,
Chelsea,
he's
Lampard's
speaking
team would score more goals.
I'd take Scholes at United after his Oldham managerial stint.
Guys, of the three, I know we've had this
Okay.
debate. Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes. Let's just agree that Scholes
Okay,
had
listen.
the worst managerial career.
Yeah, he's the
Okay, yeah, but
We had to
like,
cancel one out first. He's
okay, so Scholes is gone, but for me, that he's not that player.
As a manager.
Giggs is that player.
Okay, yeah,
Giggs is that player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Nah, I respect
Arsenal went with
Scholes,
Arteta.
Yeah, that didn't work.
They went with Emery instead, and I think that was a smarter decision. You get someone who's just been in the backroom staff for a year, you give them a big job. This
His
is a really
stature wasn't
big.
the same as. I mean, if you, I'm just for the sake of comparing.
He wasn't
His
as big of
stature
a
to me wasn't the same as. I mean, he's literally a Chelsea boy. I mean, he didn't was signed to Chelsea, but he's literally a Chelsea boy through and through. It's completely different.
Okay, but wait, you're talking about a Chelsea legend, right? This man was the year before he was their club captain. And
Arteta.
yeah.
No, but
it's
you
still
have-
about
Yeah, I
You
know
there's a
what I'm saying.
difference,
I'm saying
right?
like Lampard was your guy,
Yeah.
but like Arsenal at that point didn't have a
They don't have a
their
guy.
guy. No,
Yeah.
they have guys.
I mean, they don't have.
they just don't love
Vieira
them. They just
Vieira
don't love
would
them.
be a different story.
Henry.
Yeah, they just don't love them. Let's
And
be
even
honest.
Vieira wouldn't compare to what I think Lampard is to Chelsea. The only comparison would be a Gerrard to Liverpool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I think.
Giggsy.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
Giggs
you know,
to
the only,
Scholes.
the only
Even
reason,
Solskjaer.
Not
really.
quite, not quite.
but Solskjaer is
It's
Lampard-
not. It's not the same level
Lampard to
as Lampard.
Yeah,
Chelsea
it's
is
not
not
the same
Solskjaer to United.
Or because why Solskjaer had more XP.
He wasn't.
I mean,
He wasn't.
that.
He wasn't.
Bro, Lampard is literally the guy.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, okay.
Level status with the club. Solskjaer
Yeah.
isn't as much of a legend at United as
Yeah.
Lampard is a legend
Yeah.
at Chelsea.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So that's not what I'm going for.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say like a player who they looked up to and relied on.
Yeah, yeah.
As much as Lampard is an icon, a legend at Chelsea, and Arteta is not that at Arsenal.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say like a former player who's only had a year of XP. It's just too soon.
But then there's the example of Zidane.
Hey,
And-
Zidane, Jens,
And,
Zidane.
and I honestly think
Zizou.
that what worked for Zidane was, besides the respect, he's a very sensible dude. I mean, he
Yeah.
carries himself a certain way. He is a Real Madrid manager. He just is, you know. And I think that Lampard has that level of the demand, the respect he'll command. And I think his football ideology is at that level too.
Yeah.
Same with
But we
Zidane.
also have to agree that like Zidane and Pep are special cases.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It doesn't
my
often happen
suggestion-
like that.
My
Just give us-
suggestion is
He's
that,
saying that
Lampard would be one
Would
of
be a
those.
special case. I'm saying,
It's possible,
I agree.
but also not. Yeah.
but I think don't take the chance
Yeah.
of ruining it.
Why?
I mean,
'Cause
that's
he's gonna
okay.
win. I mean, like if these teams can take those chances, why can't this team also take a chance?
I'm just saying.
because now.
No, he suggests it's a better idea not to.
Yeah,
And I-
because,
and I'll
because there's a
agree with
bluept for being
And also-
managers. Like,
No,
you need,
and
like,
I'll-
XP.
And I'm saying that he is.
Yeah.
He's Mr. Chelsea. He's
risk.
possibly he's top 5 club legends ever.
Top 3.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying not to say number 1. You guys, oh no, John Terry or whoever's better.
Yeah, it's top
I'm
3.
just saying he's up there
Yeah.
with your biggest legends ever. So
You
you'd
don't wanna ruin
want
a
to
good
be
thing. Yeah.
as careful as you can and give him the best chance he can at continuing that legacy and not
Yeah.
coming in and having a tough time and then you're trying to make excuses for him.
And that's why I wouldn't sack Sarri to get him in. In the
If Sarri is
circumstance
sacked.
that he left, I don't see any. I think it'd be a waste of time to get anybody else in. At Chelsea.
Because
in my
especially-
personal opinion.
I think I understand why. innit? Because like if you look at like there's a whole transfer ban. There's then going to be.
I mean, he's
players-
ideal for that. Yeah.
There's going
Yeah.
to be players who want to leave because you know like how certain managers like when they come to clubs they're like, okay, I want to work with so and so or this kind
Yeah.
of player.
Players like to work with certain managers and managers will like players. So
Yeah,
he'd
you
probably
understand.
buy in a bit more to like bringing back Tammy Abraham.
You understand?
Of course,
Because
yeah.
why? He knows Jody Morris and he's working.
Steve Holland.
He's his manager.
Petr Cech is going to be
assistant.
sporting director.
And
Oh,
then-
no. He's not.
He
He's
is.
not.
Yes.
He tweeted yesterday
No.
saying these reports are. Wait
Bogus.
until I tell you.
No. He said no. What he said
he's
was
focused on
Yeah,
the game.
he's
He said,
focused.
he said,
But then he's
yeah.
like, wait till I tell you.
No. He's,
Yeah. Wait till I tell you. So he's just
Then
going
he's
to tell
gonna
us.
tell
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
So he's just trying to get
His
the
whole
people.
point is showing respect to Arsenal.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what did I say?
So
I didn't
his-
say he's not going to be. I'm saying he's not confirmed it.
Yeah, but
Wait
the
till-
thing is,
I'm pretty
Wait
sure
till
he
he
said
says
he's not going
the
to.
thing is, it's
No,
confirmed.
Yeah.
It's just people have said since it's been confirmed,
He's not
should
gonna
he
play
still
off.
start in the Arsenal
Yeah.
final?
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
like, whoa, I didn't say
And let's
anything.
not
I still
blow
want to
things
start
out of
in the final.
proportion. Yeah, you're right.
So
Yeah,
he's
wait
just
till he confirms it. If Griezmann hasn't said anything, he's still at Atletico.
yeah. It's like if you still have a game to play. So if Real Madrid has already agreed a deal for Hazard and they're going to be respectful and with Hazard as well, going to do it after the final.
because we don't want to see situations like Lopetegui with the Spain Real Madrid.
Yeah.
That was bad. But anyway,
You know, so I'm saying, I understand his point. You know, Lampard would come in and look at stuff and reconstruct. It's a building block, dog. Because like now he's worked with the Chelsea youth coaches and whatever.
Mason.
You understand?
Carry on.
He'll address you.
You understand? And then it's like also makes sense because now we're recruiting a lot of Chelsea people back into the squad in terms of like Peter Cech, Joe Cole is with the youth. He's getting his badges. Jody Morris is gonna come with Lampard. Stephen Holland is probably gonna be in there. It's like,
John Terry might get involved in there.
John Terry might get involved.
That's why I'm saying you don't want all of this, and then you finish 7th, and then it's
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna be happy
Under
because
those
you know what?
circumstances,
I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be happy because you know why? Every time Chelsea get a new manager, what happens?
You succeed immediately.
Exactly. Short term. Right. We're gonna succeed, but now it's probably gonna be a long term thing.
But and I guarantee you, the fans would be able to take that.
Yeah, would be able to.
Under those circumstances, we'd be like, okay, the youth, we'll give you a space and time. We're gonna still come and watch the matches. We're not gonna get upset. Don't worry about it. Lampard will trust you.
I'm just gonna say this: Liverpool was struggling, and we brought in Kenny Dalglish. King Kenny. This is club legend. It was going well at first. He brought in Suarez and everything.
It was very Solskjaer.
And then it just... Now, this is your club legend. At some point, you're like, yo, what are we going to do with this club legend? Eventually, you're not going to take it. As fans, you think you're going to take it now. But when it's bad, it's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Eventually, you're like, yo,
I
King
might
Kenny,
get there with Solskjaer.
Yeah, King Kenny, we really love you. He still comes to all the games. He's always there. But at some point, it's like, yo, I'm sorry, my dude. You
How old is he?
But you know, I also think...
old.
How old was he when he came there?
Old.
What experience did he have?
That's the
Gang.
But
He won the Prem.
Really?
Who do you think was the manager of Blackburn when they won?
Okay, but the thing is, was he adapting to modern football, dog?
You
there are
see,
other reasons
short
behind
term, short term we were bad. Suarez came, we beat Man United 3-0.
We'll still be happy.
It was-
Just like, yo, we finished 7th. But we showed you a team. Don't forget that. Respect me.
But bro, it's sad for me to have that memory. The only memory I have is beating Man United 3-0. The only good memory anyway.
they'll stay with you forever.
It will stay with me forever.
But
because
some
it
of the bad ones.
Yeah, but those bad ones, you know, but they weren't as bad as, you know, before he came. We're in the relegation zone, yo. But anyway.
A whole Liverpool.
I mean, I just have full faith that that wouldn't be the circumstance that he'd be bad. I think he'd be awesome at it. I mean, he's doing well with Derby. He's shown his credentials. I don't see anything going wrong. But if he did, your point being that that would be terrible. That would be awful.
And I don't know if we can fully say he's shown his credentials because he's had one season now.
I think he has. But that's being biased.
Yeah.
But as you said, it probably is a good idea not to have that go on. But me being an optimistic Chelsea fan, I don't think that would have happened. It's just my point.
Onto a slightly different topic, since that would be like your dream signing, right? As a
Segue.
manager. Yeah, you know, who would be your dream signing as players now? Now, dream signing and a more realistic signing.
Can we keep Hazard?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Is that going to be your... I think... Okay,
No.
let's live in a world where there's no transfer ban. Also, there's no transfer ban.
I remember that one time we were like, who would you want to sign at Ajax? And I found it difficult. Because you know why? It's like, yo, my club is fine. You see? I feel like we don't need much.
If Hazard doesn't
Yeah, so then
leave,
your dream signing can be...
Ronaldo.
And a more realistic
Talking about
signing...
dreams.
Thing is,
That's
you can't say that
dreams,
there's no one in the world that would improve your squad.
There would be people that would improve my squad. But me, I'm content with my squad. That's why I found it difficult. So I'm saying I'm still going to find it difficult
You
right
don't
now.
want another striker?
Now, okay, I'll start it off.
Yeah,
I'll start it off. If we could
Dream signing and
if we
realistic.
could get
Yeah.
a dream signing, it would be Jovic. That's who my dream signing would be.
I think that would really work
Yeah.
with Hazard,
for
and
that
it might
reason.
still really work with Hazard,
Yeah.
but at Real Madrid.
For that reason, and then a realistic
That's also
signing.
realistic if there was no transfer.
Yeah. But you know, I'll give another one just for the sake of it. A realistic signing. I have no idea. I don't know who.
Wait, first of all,
where do we
can I just say
need a
something?
player? I don't
Can I just say
necessarily know.
something now?
Yeah.
We're Chelsea football.
We have to be realistic.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a dream signing. Ne? Everything is realistic.
It's realistic. We're a big club. What are you talking about? Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So Messi to Chelsea, Ronaldo
These
to
guys are
Chelsea.
so-
Oh, okay. Yeah, in
What's
terms
the
of
word
that,
I'm
players.
looking for?
Ronaldo would be honored.
Aye. It must be
those-
nice, huh?
but
To be
those
so
guys are
delusional.
dog. First of all,
Shit.
Messi will leave Barcelona.
That's
You
why.
know,
That's why there's the words
That
dream
Hi,
signing.
gents.
And
Guys, we're not gonna
realistic.
say that. I know it's dream signing, but if we all say the
Yeah,
same
so
answer,
dream signing-
we all want Messi.
I don't want Messi.
There's the end of the whole. I mean,
I
come
can't
on.
imagine Messi benching behind Mo Salah. That's why I don't want
You just said to me, it must be nice being so delusional.
That was a joke.
Is it nice?
But either way, I wouldn't want Messi because I wouldn't want Mo Salah benching behind Messi.
No, but you see, but that's my
I
point.
said a
with
joke
dream,
the
man.
first
I
time.
don't
Yeah,
know
that's his
about- I don't know
point as
about
well,
the
dog.
dream.
You know, it's like
We all want Messi and
Okay,
Ronaldo.
then let us kick it off. My dream signing is neither of those guys. My dream signing is Matthijs de Ligt.
Delict.
That what?
That would be my dream signing.
Isn't that a realistic signing?
No. We don't
Yeah,
have
but
money.
that's
We don't have a
realistic.
budget, you know?
The thing is, your dream signing still can be a realistic one. If your
Yeah.
favorite player that you think would help your squad the most,
Yeah.
if it's your dream,
No, but like it's Liverpool now. Dog. Like,
Yeah, no.
like,
You know how
the
we...
Talking about the final.
yeah, but that's why we're
Champions
saying dream signing and then a realistic one. Because for Real Madrid, you can still have a dream signing, but most ones are realistic.
Yeah.
So you're still
Like
allowed.
with...
Okay, let's hear.
It's
his
your
realistic
favorite one and the one that you think is possible.
I think the Ligt is
Yeah, me
possible.
too.
I think he is possible. If Liverpool had the money and were willing to spend it, right?
But
Even
have
if
the
they
money.
had the money.
No.
don't have the money.
Like, we inquired about him 18 months ago.
Yeah,
And he was interested.
yeah.
We learned what his demands were. We didn't make a bid. Now, obviously, his demands have gone up.
Does it not
And-
help that you in the champ?
No. It's not that we
Final?
can't attract him.
No, I mean as far as the money.
As in the
does it
money.
not help that you
We're not.
you can't.
Our owners are not interested
Can
in
I tell you,
pumping more
dog?
money.
Those
So
greedy guys,
ridiculous,
dog.
bruh.
Yeah.
Our owners are like that.
That is so
Just-
ridiculous.
Our owners are like that.
I mean, I'm
So-
sure Van Dijk could just say, "Hey."
Yeah, it would be great if we were
And
in
then you
it.
have a partnership for like
Lots
I
of
don't
the
know,
Netherlands legends, like all of them, are saying that would work because obviously
Of course
that's
it would.
going to be
Yeah.
the partnership at Netherlands as well. So it already is.
So
It's like-
if only because it's 60 mil, right? That's what Ajax have.
60.
Yeah, Ajax promised him they won't ask for more than 60 mil. 60.
You guys can't afford.
We're not willing. We don't have a budget. Like they didn't give us a budget. You know, everyone else has a
They
budget.
didn't give you a budget or didn't give you a cap.
No. They didn't give us a budget.
I
Like
don't know.
That
no,
sounds
no.
ridiculous.
It started off with saying Liverpool have 100 mil, and they're like, because every time would be linked with the player. Guys like James Pierce, like the club correspondents and everything, would come through and say, nah, too expensive for
The
Liverpool.
question, you know what the reason is?
Because we don't have. No, you know how our guys like to make money, right? They spent a lot of money last year
Signing
to get Van Dijk, Fabinho, Alisson. So they're like, yo, we didn't win the league, so I'm gonna keep spending money.
So
And the thing is, there's also not much improvement needed there
Yeah,
as well. at
That's also
Liverpool.
another idea that the team is good as it is. Just keep fighting.
Because the thing is, you have Van Dijk and then the three other guys for the one position.
Yeah, and those three other guys do decent with Van Dijk.
Yeah.
Not on their own, but with Van Dijk, they do great.
Decent job.
So my dream signing would be that guy because it wouldn't be decent. It would be having two great players together.
yeah.
But a more realistic signing,
You don't have a budget. It's not realistic signing.
no. We can get people that are like affordable. Like how do you pronounce that man from Ajax? Is it Ziyech or Ziyech? I've heard
Hakim Ziyech, I
I've
think.
heard
Hakim
commentators pronounce it both ways, man. Anyway,
matter.
that
That guy.
man, his release clause is 25 mil, and it would be great to have an extra attacker. That would be
Just
my
him, Shaqiri. You can definitely
Yeah.
sell Shaqiri for 25.
yeah. We could and just swap. It would be
I mean, is there a difference in players if you were to do that? Sign Ziyech and sell Shaqiri. I don't see the point.
Ziyech is better.
yeah.
That is not proven though in the Premier League.
It's not about being proven in the Premier League all the time. Sometimes people are just better.
The thing is, it's likely he's better.
Okay, here's
We
the
don't
question.
really know.
Here's the
I
question.
trust he's better.
He's
guys.
not somebody who
Look
wants to
at
sit
him.
on the bench. And you know
No.
Shaqiri's okay with it.
Yeah,
But
it's-
he's going to be someone pushing to be in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
That's pushing all the other players.
no. He'll be pushing.
What
and
do you
that's
mean?
Good. 'Cause
Exactly.
the thing
Who's
is,
he
if
gonna
he
take out the
starts,
starting lineup?
he doesn't have to play. The thing is, he's so versatile, right? He doesn't have to play in Salah's place or Mane's place. He could swap with one of the midfielders and be
Yeah.
more of a number 10.
But you don't have a cam though.
No, you
You
can
can-
swap. Yeah, you can change. You can have a number 10.
guess.
Because we've tried that this season when we had Firmino playing here, Salah here, Shaqiri.
Yes.
We tried that. So you could go back to that.
I mean,
Yeah,
Just
that's
to
why.
suit one player.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
because it makes
that's
one
what
player
teams do.
who makes the team better. So, but I know he wants to join Arsenal, so
So what's yours? Oh,
It doesn't matter.
who wants to go first?
I can
A lot
go
of
myself.
rebuilding here.
Oh, wait.
I don't have anything for Arsenal. Yo.
You need a lot.
What is your dream new starting 11?
Yours, that's 11.
Hey, we need a dream new 23-man squad. Okay, so for me, dream would probably be like Van Dijk, Koulibaly, or De Ligt. It's one of those three guys. Van Dijk and Koulibaly. Van Dijk is more like clearly very controlled, level-headed. Still not. He's not old. He still can get better. He's getting better.
Yeah.
The perfect centre back.
Yeah.
Koulibaly's getting there. I don't think he has quite the same
Poise.
defensive poise as Van Dijk,
Yeah.
but he's still one of the best centre backs in the world. And De Ligt is already one of the best, and he's 19, so he could get there.
Yeah.
so young.
And then your
Realistic is
one-
Daniel James.
There you go. There you go.
Negotiated for 2 weeks.
Did you see the thing that
They're
you know how
negotiating for 2 weeks.
you know the thing about Tino was saying United have pull? It's true. Brighton tried to steal that, and we're like, nah, Brighton.
This is
This is my
Yes,
sign.
It's United you're talking about here.
Some guy said Derby are looking for 15 million, and Man United aren't willing to pay anything below 25 million. That's why the negotiations, and I'm like, you have to make it look good.
Wait,
I'm
I'm confused.
Yeah,
You said-
no, I know what I said.
That's what he said.
That's the point.
Nice.
They're not willing to pay anything below 25 million.
Yeah, so that it doesn't look like
It does-
small stuff.
see.
Because you know the transfer
They
market.
might as well have said we're not willing to pay anything less than, like, you can say whatever number you want.
Yeah, but like
That's
this guy's asking for 15 million. You're Man United.
just give them the what? Okay, but I need an actual realistic signing. I don't know actually, because it's hard to know right now what is realistic. Because if we were done, I would have been like, Sancho. That's realistic. We
you know
need a new right winger. But like now, I'm like, is that
Because you know
probably not?
these guys are in it for one of his dream signings for De Ligt.
Yeah.
Even though he's not interested because they don't have Champions League, they're now positioned themselves as the club that are offering the most money.
Yeah.
To United.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We made an improved offer off of the one that he
After you
rejected.
called him fat.
There's not a lot of players.
No, United said that like back in the day we wouldn't take him because his dad's fat, so he might be too fat.
I mean, yeah,
some stuff like
piece
that.
together.
Wow.
It's realistic. It's weird. I don't know who's realistic.
You guys are going through a little.
It's a weird.
I'm so
weird.
happy that it's you and not
She's
me.
out of my league. Let me not go.
Yeesh, I
know.
gotta be cautious. Don't wanna break my heart.
Yeah, but you know, Strootman.
Hey, that's not a dream. That's
Yes, you guys could
Oh,
really
stupid.
get Victor Moses.
Yeah, he's good.
He wants to come back to the Premier League.
we could to get
good.
Victor Moses.
He's a Nigerian
You gents are
international.
lying.
Yeah, he's gonna pull a lot of Nigerian views. That's what you're saying.
He's Jens.
No, like, actually, it's good for business
No, it is.
because don't forget, no, I
Nigerians are
think
good for business. What?
no, don't forget. I think that the second highest viewership is Africa
Yeah.
for the Premier League
Yeah.
by far. It's not
Yeah.
like
It's because the
just
other
one
league,
team.
it's other
It's-
countries have their own leagues to watch.
yeah,
Also,
it's like
there are a
two.
lot of them.
It's the first bah, it's I don't know, I forgot what country, but then it's that country and Africa like or continent. I'm not sure. Understand? And then the rest are just here. So I'm saying, don't forget, United are always good. They want to model money making schemes or whatever.
Yeah, but that's
So that would be
not
good for
that's
them.
not what I want though.
Okay, then.
I would take Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, I was about to say something like a Madison.
So Wan-Bissaka for me.
Zaha.
Yeah, that'll work. Zaha.
Zaha,
Wan-Bissaka.
we don't need to work on our attack before we work on our
Wan-Bissaka
defense.
would be a good
Yeah, yeah.
So
signing.
Wan-Bissaka I think is perfect because he's very solid defensively.
And
and
I
it's
think
like-
he'd want to come.
I think he could come.
Yeah, I think he'd
It's
wanna
just if
come.
we offer enough and Crystal Palace are willing to let him go.
I think those guys are delusional also. Crystal Palace. I heard they rejected a 48 million bid for Wan-Bissaka from United. And have slapped 100 mil on Zaha.
I think it's 80 on Zaha or something, and like 70 on Wan-Bissaka.
This is where we are in football now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay. I
don't think I would do that much, but
I'd rather get Daniel James than get Zaha.
But not Daniel James for 25. I'd take Daniel James for 15, but 25. This is embarrassing.
Okay, what about you, my guy?
Hey, but it's difficult when you have a lot of signings you need to make.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
I need a left back, but
I'm gonna go with the centre back.
a centre
That's my
back, yeah,
input.
that's what they
For
need.
Arsenal?
Mustafi and his friends are not doing them justice for
Yeah, I
us.
think a centre back. Oh yeah, they linked with the French under 20.
That was the guy. He's playing at the World Cup. He's 18.
For
Saint Etienne. He's 6'4".
who's this?
I forgot his
I
name.
also don't know his name.
He was coached by Mbappe's father. Him and Mbappe were.
You know, I think I.
Yeah,
I might be thinking.
yeah,
I might be.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I
Yeah.
think I might be thinking. of a
They're
different
saying he's the next Kurt Zuma, but he's very classy.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Kurt Zuma
It's
is
like the-
classic.
No,
It's
no,
not
they're saying Kurt
classy.
Zuma is
You
not
see the-
classy.
you see the
They
kind of
said-
step
they said
overs?
It's like the
It's
Koulibaly Van Dijk.
Yeah, it's Koulibaly Van
Yeah,
Dijk.
Kurt-Zouma,
Yeah, Kurt
he's
Zuma
there, but
and
he's-
this guy's.
yeah.
And the new number 10, yo.
A new-
Ozil.
So you gotta tell us the players.
I don't know, gents. Yo, I don't know. Arsenal needs some work.
There you go.
Ish.
I'm fed up, Robbie.
Go, Julius.
I've done mine.
Chelsea is done.
Yeah.
Oh, you're done.
I'm pretty sure
but
I'm
like-
first.
We're just gonna let you get away with
Yeah,
that.
we're not gonna let
We
you
need
get away with
things.
What? You need names?
Yeah.
Yes, we all gave names.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ziyech should be nice. Ziyech should
As
be
a
nice.
dream signing was a realistic signing.
Oh.
You heard it
That's
here.
nice. Dream signing.
That's crazy.
That is the best signing that Arsenal could make this year. For being honest,
True, yeah.
No,
What
'cause-
about Nicolas Pep?
no, because he's. You know that guy has options. This man
Yeah,
also
but
has options.
He's highly linked with these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's
also
French,
these
right?
guys,
It's
also
French
us.
people like.
And they used to, you
There's a
know,
little
when
thing.
Wenger was there. Because now
Yeah.
this guy has literally said, my dream move would be Arsenal. A player.
Nicolas
what I'm
Pep.
No.
Ziyech.
Yeah.
Also, Zaha supports Arsenal.
I Sterling supports United.
Word.
It doesn't
He
mean
does. That
anything.
was funny,
It
bro. He's
doesn't
played
mean
for Liverpool and City. Oh, that's funny.
Like, Aguero also supported Liverpool. You wouldn't know the way he scores against us. You wouldn't know.
Cows, yo.
Yeah. So I think that would be a great signing.
Lampard
Yeah.
doesn't support Chelsea.
I think he does now.
I just wanted to see if they would react.
We're not
Wilshere
gonna
supports
leave,
West Ham,
guys.
innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he went back home. Got injured there as usual.
These hiccups are killing me.
Whack, bro.
Okay, yeah, gents.
So, Speed, you don't have any?
Who me? I.
Whack. So whose dream signing is keeping Eden Hazard?
Yeah, boy.
Me? Maybe keeping De Gea.
Yo,
Also,
Where
if
is he
we
gonna go? Juve.
PSG offered him like 350k a week. So the thing is, like, I've sort of accepted that he's going.
Weak, man.
I can't blame him.
And he's gone.
I can't blame him.
But
He deserves better than United right now.
did y'all hear what happened to the PSG chief today? No. That man is incarcerated. They took him away.
Why?
I think
Sounds
he's
so excited about
I
it.
am excited. I don't like those guys.
Behind bars.
Yeah, he's gonna come out. It's just a good, you know,
Incarcerated.
to say he did something and they.
What did he do?
I don't know what he did, but they took him away. And
But
I'm
now
happy.
he done did do this.
It means less of this. No, less of this actually. There's a lot of this, but there's not a lot of this. Less this and
Big
more.
money spending.
Oh, yeah,
Let's-
Mbappe might leave Juve.
And Neymar as well
Mbappe
now.
might leave
PSG.
PSG.
And
He will-
Neymar.
He will not. They will.
No one can
be
afford
there.
Mbappe. I don't
Yeah,
think.
they're staying.
City can if they want to.
City
Nah.
cannot afford. You know they've got.
How much are they gonna have to pay for him?
The thing is, they're gonna sell Sane to Bayern.
No, but how much?
For
they
how
have
much?
To pay for him?
They're
Nah,
gonna.
Bayern won't spend more than 50.
They spent
Oh,
80
they
on
spent
Lucas
80.
Hernandez.
But he's a German international.
This is Leroy Sané we're talking about.
Yeah, it's Leroy Sané. He's a German international. And
So they're like,
Germans,
you're
they
German.
pull you. They're like, I won't pay. You're not exotic. We won't pay. Hey,
Yes,
I'm
but
like, how
City
many-
are gonna require a good
Yeah.
amount for Leroy Sané.
It won't be like what Dortmund just.
It's
did.
not gonna be like the
I'm
22 and 22 for Thorgan Hazard
That'll
and
be about
Julian
50.
Brandt.
Yeah,
60,
60, 70.
60.
80 even,
Or a
dog.
lot.
It should be a
Given-
lot.
You
It should
cannot
a
be
lot.
charging
Yeah.
the same for Zaha
Because-
and
No,
Sane.
but due to the fact that City basically, not City, but Pep basically advertised that he doesn't want the player. People are gonna come around and
Yes, he did
not
advertise that,
not go
but-
top off of him and say, "Hey, we'll take him for 60. Take it or leave it."
Wait. When did he advertise?
By benching him.
I don't think that was him advertising
He's
that.
would
But
you
they have
disagree?
not. He hasn't signed the new deal.
Yeah,
Don't
that
forget
too.
that.
Yeah, I know. But I don't think
Would
that's
you-
Pep saying he doesn't want him. I think it's just
Yeah,
Pep trying to show
in
him
the
something.
conference, he said he wants him.
Anyone
Yeah.
would want him though.
Yeah, he's really good.
It's just he doesn't necessarily want him as like a first name on the team sheet, like he should be.
Yeah, he's talented
Yeah.
enough
Yeah,
to
he's-
do that.
he's-
So that's why I'm saying
strange.
Bayern are going to pay 50 for him. 50, 60.
Sure.
Would you take 50 if you were at Man City? Bayern have come through with 50 for Sane. Knowing that Wan-Bissaka
Madden wants Sane to
48
leave.
If
wasn't
Sane
enough.
wants to leave, and he's, apparently he's got attitude problems. I don't know. Something.
Yeah, you should have attitude problems, and Mahrez is going to start before you.
Even Mahrez is complaining. Mahrez doesn't start like
What
that.
did Mahrez
I'm
think was
just
gonna
saying,
happen?
if Mahrez-
Is the record
Yeah,
signing?
Mahrez.
realistic.
In his mind, it's like, I'm the record signing.
He's
I
gonna
was
go
player of the
dethrone-
year. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense, dog. I'd also be mad if I was Sane.
Yeah.
If it was
Yeah.
Mahrez.
Performing last season, I should only get.
But the
that
thing
time.
is, he got mad before the season started.
Yeah, because he didn't
Yeah.
go to the World Cup.
Yeah.
And that was another thing also.
Yeah, I don't understand that one either.
I think it's
for
him,
another
man.
day.
Pep
Some
shouldn't
managers
start,
just. I think Pep is trying to,
Teach him a lesson.
to
trying to get
manage
more-
whatever it was that stopped him from going to the World Cup in the first place.
Yeah.
Wasn't it because of a kid? Wasn't his girlfriend pregnant?
So he couldn't go to the
Ah,
World
bro,
Cup.
how many people have pregnant chicks?
Yeah, but the thing is, I think he still clearly wanted to go to the World Cup.
I think everybody.
No, I
was
think
saying-
he did want to. Actually, I don't know. Right?
Of
Yeah,
course
we
he
know.
did.
I don't think that was the issue, bro.
Yes, of course he wanted.
Yeah,
No, because-
I think he's.
Yeah, what's that guy?
Jürgen
Love.
Love.
Joachim.
He said that it wasn't worth
Joachim
taking
Löw.
him
What
because
does that
of
mean?
his issues with the, I don't know, something along those lines. Very vague.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't know, I'm not gonna take him cause. So
Because I want Brandt.
just cause because
Hey, Brent is good.
Yeah.
Dortmund,
Hey, Dortmund. Hey,
you guys took an L there by spending so much money with Pulisic
Oh, yeah, that's true.
when you could have gotten other players.
Yeah,
Because
Like,
Brent
so
had
much
like
less.
that was his release clause. It's
Yeah.
been his release clause, so I
we
don't
could
know
have
how.
gotten.
Yeah, baby.
Leon Bailey
And-
didn't have the best
I
season.
believe in the American.
Kai Havertz. I
But
want.
imagine selling someone who's not even like a starting 11 player for so much money that you're able to improve the team with that. by
No,
signing.
you're right.
That's
Al.
City.
That was very impressive from Dortmund. Team of the week for that.
Yeah, you're making jokes. And if that man becomes Hazard,
The thing is,
take a hand.
Pulisic, he still can. I think he has more
Pulisic
potential.
becomes Hazard. Are we starting this again? This
I'm
man
not
just
saying
said
he's
if-
gonna become like
if
but
that man becomes
but it's
Hazard.
like, no,
He can.
Yeah, sure he can.
Like
We're not
realistically, he
laughing
can.
because
I'm laughing because he cannot.
It's a genuine thing. It's not
Yeah.
like saying
Hazard-
something so outlandish. Like, oh my god.
It's outlandish. You guys, you know who Hazard is.
Take
You
it.
should know better than
Just
I
take it.
do. Guys, Hazard is really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
But
But
Yeah,
then
but
also,
Jack,
okay,
he
but
might not-
also, like Cristiano Ronaldo, he started a bit late.
When did he start late? When he was playing Premiership football, starting 11 at 18.
No, but he wasn't being held as the best in the world there. So
Okay.
it's like you're allowed to start late.
Let's just see if Pulisic is going to be the first man in training. 5 in the morning, you get there and you find Pulisic looking sleepy, working hard. Because that's what Ronaldo had to do.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm just saying, let's see. I'm not saying he won't do it.
Yeah,
I'm just
you're
saying,
right.
let's see if he does.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. But I just don't think Pulisic is talented enough to become Hazard.
yeah,
Yeah, well, I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah, because
that's true.
a Hazard is not hard work. It's mostly someone who was
Talent
just,
and laziness.
yeah. He
You can
was
see he's a bit chonky, Hazard.
he was born to just be amazing.
Yeah,
He's a
So
bowler.
let's see how it goes for Pulisic. I mean, those are time. I'm just gonna say those are time we would have killed for Pulisic at Liverpool.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and then now,
see that's why I'm saying we're Chelsea.
yeah, I'm just saying we missed out on him.
Pull anyone. There's
There
no
are
team
levels to
signing.
this.
No, we weren't in it for him at the time you guys
I'm
signed
just
him.
saying.
There are
Yeah,
levels to this.
I'm just saying the time when we wanted him,
Yeah, you couldn't get him
we couldn't get
because
him.
we got him.
No, not because you got him. You got him after we had stopped wanting him. So I'm not trying to say
Sounds
that,
like something somebody would say if they
no.
It's like rejection.
But it's okay.
Yeah, it's
No,
okay.
We'll
it's
accept
not
that.
like
We'll go with that. No, we'll go with that.
it's not Willian.
We'll go
It's
with
not
that.
Gylfi Sigurdsson.
No, it's not. Without a doubt, it's not.
It sometimes you want the player and you don't get them.
Yeah, you can't get them.
Sometimes you want the player, you lose interest.
You don't have enough
Someone
goal.
else gets them.
You're right. Yeah.
We had pool. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
No, I'm saying.
Okay, anyway.
Sometimes things like that happen.
Yeah,
I wasn't saying
sometimes
to do with
sometimes
that.
they
Yeah,
do
yeah.
happen.
Yeah,
We wanted Phil Jones.
you didn't get him.
We failed to get him. We wanted Smalling. We didn't get him.
Yeah.
Those broke our hearts also.
And look at them now.
Back when like we signed them, you wanted them?
Yeah, we wanted them. We
And
want,
look at them now.
no, that's not my
Best.
point.
They're the two to replace Vidic and Ferdinand.
My point is not where they are now. It's just like it's not the same situation.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So I'm just saying like
These things happen and sometimes it works out.
Pulisic. So I have a soft spot because I wanted him at my club at one point.
Yeah.
So I hope he does well, but I don't think he'll be a hazard.
Can I ask what do you predict he'll be? Pick a player today, the level of which he'll go up to, like a Willian.
So what's his
Yeah, will he
peak?
top it or will he
Go
just...
Willianish,
I'll go Willianish.
like a career like Willian.
I'll go Willianish.
I'll take that.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's good.
Yeah, I'll take that.
It is
If that is the case.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Consistency, yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, he'll do well. His national team and
Maybe once in a while score like free kicks.
I think he can be better than Willian.
I
he
guess
will.
Willian is good. I think he's just
I don't think...
not been at his best. lately.
Willian has been stunted by the fact that he hasn't been allowed to play on the left wing. He can't do it for Brazil because Neymar's there. He can't do it at Chelsea because whenever he's played at his best, I mean, he's also done well on the right, but whenever he's played on his best, he does a very similar thing as everybody else, cuts in and shoots. He's got a great right foot. Not being able to do that has held him back.
I actually agree.
I think
Yeah.
I actually think if he had gone to Tottenham, he might have done a lot better than he did.
Because there wasn't competition.
Yeah, that too, and
Bale.
getting to play in his right
Was it
position.
there? Was it
Wasn't
linked
it?
when Bale was there? Or was it right after?
No, Bale
Okay, but
was-
he wasn't Bale playing in the middle.
On the-
yeah, but he was still,
He was still everywhere, babe.
Yeah.
Just couldn't make
But
it.
still, then Bale was still left, and then he would have had some, and then it would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I think that's it, man. 1 hour, 10 minutes, 12 minutes. I think we should wrap it up. You know, wrap it up. I don't know if you guys are sad, but yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week another time.
Same place, same time.
Next weekend, another time.
Next weekend another time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it from us. Peace.
Out.